What is going on, travelers? Kind of sat down and was thinking about target sweep. How we love it, how we hate it, how it's always in the way at some point in time, but just kind of wanted to boil down why we love it and why we hate it. Target sweep came out in the Expeditions update at 3.30 back in March of 2021. When you press the scan key, which is usually F on the mouse and keyboard, you'll notice that there's three options on the bottom if you have your analysis visor as well as the survey visor already within your multi-tool. It's usually the number 2 option when you click on it, and it'll come up as a yellow screen rather than a blue screen that you would use for regular scanning. This feature was given for explorers to immerse themselves on a planet and use their tracking skills in order to find their usual target. This has been most of the pain point for a lot of players in No Man's Sky, where we kinda have to look for that target area, and it's usually maybe 100 meters away. So why do we hate it? I kinda posted a similar question over Twitter and Reddit and got some interesting answers, even to the point where some kind of vented in like they hate it, or at some point where we found out that there was a mod for it actually to kind of turn it off, and to my surprise, we were kind of bummed about it. I actually thought the feature was already in, and there's some type of slider that we can just take off. So, reasons why we hate it are looking for the location. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's immersive for explorers to come out there and look around the planet for the first time. That it's this new thing that they're gonna discover and they don't know what's gonna happen. But for some of us that just kind of want to get the job done, we have to spend time just kind of looking. Maybe it's 1,000 meters away. It's maybe a 1 to 2 minute walk on the planet and we're just kind of stuck looking for it. And at other times we're either using the ship to just kind of fly around where we're supposed to land to use a target sweep, and we just find the nearest building, kind of guess, and boom, there it is. We just went straight to the object, didn't need the target sweep after all. So I kind of hate the fact that it's there because we can kind of just get around it. I'm like, why not just take us straight to it and, find it? So reasons why we kind of love it. So it takes us straight to the material locations. And by material locations, I mean stuff like buried treasure, as well as the ancient bones. When you're looking for ancient bones using a targeting sweep, once you're in a mission, it'll just take you from point A to point B. There's no targeting. There's targeting, but it's a very straightforward kind of thing. I don't have to use my tracking skills to find where the ancient bones are unless I'm off of the mission, and then I have to use the scanner in order for me to find that object. But even then, I can pinpoint it on a map and all I have to do is go from point A to point B towards where I need to go. For new players with this feature, it captures the idea of being in this space world where you're just kind of in this new place and you want to experience the whole planet, especially when you're in VR. In VR, it feels so much bigger when you're doing that, and you want to use your tracking skills to find out where this place is at. I mean, think of it in terms of being on Star Trek and you're kind of like Spock just scanning around. Now for me, it's an annoyance, and I love it at the same time, and it's for the reasons I explained earlier. I hate it for the fact that when I'm ever in an expedition or wherever I'm on a mission in a main game, I really don't want to go and get out of my ship and then have to walk around and then look for my particular object, so that way I can sort of feel immersed in the game. I'm like, no, that's not why I'm playing it. I just want to go from point A to point B, get the job done, and leave. But I do love the fact that it's automatically put up on our scanner, so whenever we press the scanner, it's right there. I don't have to go through another option in order for me to find it and then use the scanner. I love how it takes me to materials. If I don't have to look for the materials that much using a scanner, when I use a regular scanner and I have to look for objects, like if I'm looking for chromatic metal, if I'm looking for ferrite dust, or if I'm looking for indium, generally I have to sit there for maybe a good minute or two to look around the area, and then depending how wide my scanning range is, I have to look to see where the icon's at, see if it reads that icon, and then have that icon selected and then make my way towards that object. With target sweep, no, it's just you turn it on, it tells you where to go, you go there. I love that aspect. But what are your thoughts on the matter? I'd love to hear what you have to say down in the comments. Go beyond, traveler.